What's good? It's your boy Qwest Kidd, and you are now tuned in to Qwest Kidd Unplugged. In this video, I'm going to lay out the blueprint in real time, what I'm going to do to go from nothing into something in a small amount of time. So I'm going to lay out the blueprint. Well, maybe not the blueprint, but I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do in order to go from nothing. Literally nothing. You guys are seeing it. By the way, if you're watching this video, hit that thumbs up, you know what I'm saying? And also subscribe. I have a lot of stuff coming. So I need y'all to help me with my case study. You know what I'm saying? Of me going from nothing to something in a small amount of time. Now, I'm not going to be an overnight celebrity, overnight success or anything like that. This is going to take a lot of grind and a lot of time, but I'm for the challenge. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, so let's put this into context. Oh, before we do that, we got to hit them with the new intro. Let's go. Yeah.
In the air, let's go. Mood, I don't have any care, let's go. You have now entered my red light district. See all this green in the air, let's go. Crazy amps, I ain't rich yet. Yacht to keep me afloat. But like how you grind upon me, yeah, you know what's next, so let's go.
All right, welcome back. You are now tuned in to Qwest Kidd Unplugged with your boy Qwest Kidd, aka the rapping realtor. So, as I mentioned before in this video, I'm going to go from nothing to something right before your very eyes. Literally right before your very eyes. So check this out. If you want to take this journey with me, as well as take notes, because you're going to see the good, the bad, the ugly, but I'm going to be completely transparent about the whole process. So let's start with finding the common ground. I'm gonna find the common ground between me and you who's watching this video right now. I have suffered from analysis paralysis. If you don't know what analysis paralysis is, it's when you've watched so many videos, it's to the point where you don't even know where to start, because your brain is taking in all this information from all these videos, and you're getting all these good ideas, and you're like, all right, cool, you know, this person has a good idea, this person has a good idea. So now what do? You get addicted to the consumption of information. But it's to the point where you're taking in all this information, but no action is followed up afterwards. So you're stacking up all that info and you're not putting any action towards it. So this is the first thing that I'm going to tell you to do that I have done. Other than watching my channel, put down the YouTube, put it away. If you've watched over 10 to 15 videos about how to do what it is you want to do, you need to do what I call fail forward. You need to fail forward. So now what you need to do is take whatever information that you have gained from watching all these videos and start to implement it. From that point, you will get the information that you need in order to fix and reconstruct what it is that you're trying to build. Do you feel me? Do you follow me? All right, so let's stop with the analysis paralysis and start doing. Start putting together everything you need to put together to get things started. All right, that's where we're gonna start. All right, so that's what this episode right here is sponsored by the breaking of analysis paralysis. I literally, before even pressing record on this camera was on YouTube, doom scrolling, and I was like, you know what? F that. I'ma jump on. I'ma go ahead and turn on that camera, and I'ma get it in, and you know, just get the episode started. So yeah, that's where I'm at. So this is my welcome back party. You know what I'm saying? I'm back after a long hiatus. I think my last episode was in August. So that's September, October, November. Yeah, so 3 months. I mean, that's not that bad. But you know it's bad if you're trying to build something. Can you imagine like Amazon saying, oh yeah, cool, we're gonna have Prime Day, and then after Prime Day they just shut down for 3 months. Then you're gonna in the midst of that 3 months, you're like, okay, well, if Amazon ain't gonna do it, then let me go shop at, you know, Walmart online, or you know, you're gonna find another avenue to get what you want to get. So that 3 month hiatus, you know, that's when I was going through analysis paralysis. Also, I moved. If you haven't noticed, or maybe you have, or maybe you just don't care, but the set looks a little different. Or maybe you can't see because I'm probably gonna kind of edit it and, you know, cut corners. But nevertheless, I'm in a new spot now. The set is nice. I got a whole room just dedicated to this set. At my previous spot, I was in the living room. Anybody who walked into my house saw the set. You know what I'm saying? Now you actually got to go into a room. I've turned a whole room into a set, so I think it's pretty dope. I got the lights. I mean, everything's looking good. It's really dope. So another thing that I want to, you know, touch base on is, so I was working 9 to 5s and stuff like that. But what I realized with the 9 to 5s, I'm putting 40 hours of my life, 40 hours of my life to something that, I'm gonna be frank with y'all, I don't really even care to do. I like sales. That was what I was doing. But what I was selling is what I didn't care to sell, right? So it made me realize, and then also on top of that, like all that time I was putting into it, I was still living like check to check. So I'm like, you know what? With those same 40 hours, if I could turn myself to my own 9 to 5, I mean, I guess that's a very awkward way to say just become an entrepreneur, then, you know, I'd be more content with the outcome, even if it equated to just living check to check. But the great thing is that I'm actually generating money from myself, you know what I'm saying, versus so basically I'm creating a dollar using my God-given talents of either communication, creativity, networking, anything like that. But basically that dollar is being generated because I have put myself in a space where I am now a person of valuable either information, content, or influence. So that's the goal, is to be a person of value, content, or influence. All right. So I'm going to be the prime example of going from nothing to something right before your very eyes. All right. So my first tip for y'all was to stop the analysis paralysis. My second tip is, dang, I just thought about it and I forgot it. See, again, you're gonna see everything in real time. So my second tip to y'all is to, I can't remember. So analysis paralysis. I quit my job, become a person of influence, and something about the output. I can't remember. Anyhow, when it comes to me, it'll come to me. Y'all gonna see in real time exactly what I'm doing. So that's another thing I need to sharpen my memory. So if anybody has any recommendations on how I could improve my memory, I'd appreciate that, because my joint is shot, boy. Shot. You know what I'm saying? But that's another thing I'm gonna work on. Okay, well, I'll say this. I don't remember what I was gonna say, but something else you could do is improve your communication skills. Definitely improve your communication skills, because that is the way everything is made. You know, we are 3D printers. We are literally 3D printers. Everything that you communicate, anything that you communicate has a response or an outcome from it. So even not saying anything or not communicating is a form of communication, because it's also a form of ignorance or withholding information in order or to protect an outcome. So, you know, if I know my mom is driving down I-95 and she's getting off of 125th, and I tell her, and I forget to tell her, or don't tell her that there was an accident off of 125th, guess what happens? She's going to get off that exit and she's probably going to encounter traffic. Now, had I have told her, hey, listen, there's an accident on 125th, you may want to avoid that. Now, guess what? Me communicating that to her will provide a different outcome in her favor, where she could do a detour. Maybe she could get off of 135th versus 125th and you know, work around. But again, either communicating or not communicating is still a form of communication. It's just withholding information, which will alter the outcome. So I say that to say this: become a master at communicating. So that's another thing I'm working on. All right. Cool. So those are two things. I don't really have a number on how many things I'm going to tell you. I just know that I'm going to tell y'all stuff. So another thing that I'm going to implement on my show, Qwest Kidd Unplugged. So, now I remember. See, I talked it through. I talked it through. All right, check this out. Do on camera what you would do in life for free, because so we all experience this thing called life. All of us. There's not one person that is able to watch this that is not experiencing this thing called life. So there are things that you do throughout the day that other people may want to see you do, or other people do as well, that they may think like, oh, well, nobody else does this besides me, or somebody may catch interest, learn something, or anything like that. So what I recommend to you, if you're trying to be a person of influence and carve your own lane, or create a community or join a community, is if you want to become a content creator, do on camera what you would do for free, or what you do on your normal, regular, daily basis. Let's think of Martha Stewart, for instance. Billionaire. I mean, and what did she really do? She turned on a camera and did on camera what she does on a regular basis, what you do on a regular basis, or, you know, maybe you don't, but a lot of people do on a regular basis, which is cook. All she did is cook. She provided ingredients, but she made a brand for herself doing that, because she turned on a camera. She did it for the public to see. She didn't just keep it in her kitchen. And now she is Martha Stewart. And mind you, first of all, she has two first names as a whole name. Second of all, she has a regular name. She's not like Marthavius Stewartius or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, she has, like, if she wasn't a cooking guru, when you say the name Martha Stewart, it would mean nothing to you. but she turned on a camera and made a name for herself cooking dishes, which some may say are delicious, some may, oppose and say that they're not that great. But nevertheless, what did she do? She believed she had a product that the world could consume and learn from. And because of her, a lot of people cook some dishes, that they probably would not have cooked had it have not been for her. So again, to go back to my point, turn on the camera and do something in front of the masses, what you would normally do if any, on your regular day basis. Now, I ain't telling you to go and take a dump on, well, hey, listen, if that's your thing, whatever, I ain't gonna watch it. But provide content, and this is just my opinion, and if you want to do it or whatever, but I believe that we're in a space where it's very, it's almost like a battle. We're battling senseless content versus content with substance. So the community that I want to build is building a platform or building content creators that provide content with substance, because we are battling brain rot right now. I see my kids they're guilty of just watching straight dumb shit. When I say dumb shit, it does not move the needle forward for their lives. Even the way that they talk and joke and things of that nature, it's straight dumb shit. Luckily, my kids are doing very well in school, so I know they're not actually dumb. It's just the shit that they watch is, to me, in my opinion, very stupid. So I'm implementing something new in our household. I'm gonna have them tell me 3 things that they want to do professionally when they grow up, and every day I want them to work towards that thing and perfect it, regardless if they go professional at that thing or not. But I at least want them to work towards it every single day of their life until they get into a position where they can do that thing professionally. So anyhow, that's kind of a long-winded way of saying just do on camera what you would normally do in your regular day-to-day, and just see where it goes if you want to be a content creator, right? So how am I going to make this happen, you ask? Or maybe you didn't ask. So there's a couple things that I'm going to do, and I'm laying this plan out straight to y'all. I might keep a couple things to me because I don't have everything mapped out yet, but it's not like I'm trying to gatekeep anything. So basically what I'm going to do, so I'm a realtor. I've taken on the moniker of the Rapping Realtor. So if y'all watching this, go follow the Rapping Realtor on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok. So yeah, Rapping Realtor across the board. And it's pretty dope. So my concept with that is that I'm going to make rap songs about properties, whether it's properties that I'm listing or other people's properties. I'm going to make songs that you can actually vibe to, the really dope songs. You know what I'm saying? If anything, even if you're not interested in the property, you'll be like, yo, this song's hitting. So that's one, right? Plus, I'm a realtor. So let's say if the song that I make generates interest for the property, somebody's gonna hit me up and be like, yo, I want that house, and then being, all right, cool. If I bring a buyer to the house and they buy it, guess what? I make commission, right? So that's 2. All right. Now, also with the whole Rapping Realtor brand, what I want to do is branch off and start doing songs or commercials, jingles, or anything like that for businesses that want to generate attention towards their business. All right. So that's 3. Now, also, what I'm going to do is another podcast that is more focused on finances, the market, the future of real estate, current state of real estate, interviewing entrepreneurs, getting into the mindset, how they got the guts to take a chance on themselves and things of that nature. So that's going to be the Market Value Podcast. So that's 4. All right. That sounds like a lot, but that's only if you actually frame it to be a lot. You know what I'm saying? I worked 40 hours a week at a job. So you're telling me in 40 hours I can't get these things accomplished? If I just shift my focus into completing these things, it's all about time management and production. That's it. So that's what I'm gonna do. Anyhow, that's that's it for me for today. I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart for even taking the time to listen to me. And yeah, y'all gonna witness in real time. You guys are gonna see a lot of me. My goal is to get to a point where I just hire a team. I just create the content and my team just blasts that thing out. But for now, I'm doing everything: the filming, the editing, replying. Well, it's me and my assistant, ChatGPT. Oh snap! I was fake coughing and then the real coughing and the hiccup and being 40 plus, you know what I'm saying, your body be doing some crazy shit. So yeah, I just want to thank you. I want to thank my sponsor, the big God, for sponsoring the show and everything that I've created by his grace. So I want to thank him. And I also want to thank my family for motivating. And I do want to big up wifey because we just bought a crib and I'm sitting there like, all right, cool, I'm making money, whatever, and then I just say I quit. So I gotta big up wifey because normally in situations like this you would feel some type of either resentment or some type of negative energy towards that. I'm getting nothing but support. It's amazing. You know what I'm saying? It's super amazing. So it actually gives me more fuel to make this happen, like for real. So I got a big up wifey for that. So yeah, man. Hey, listen, thank you for watching. If I can leave y'all with anything, what I want to leave y'all is with we are 3D printers. Anything that you can communicate and perceive, you can make happen. Now, depending on what it is, it could be really easy or it could be really hard. But nevertheless, if you feel it, it's possible. If you feel it, it's possible. God has given us unique talents, unique vision. He's given each and every one of us an angle of perception in which we can achieve conception. So that's why you have so many different musicians and angles and stories and things of that nature, because each of us has a different story to tell. We have different ideas and things of that nature. Now imagine, think of a house, right? A house is made of so many components, but guess what? Somebody had to think of those components individually in order for it to come together. Somebody had to think, okay, well, hey, listen, I want to invent, pipes and plumbing and showers. And so, okay, now you need somebody who is a professional in that field to go ahead and run the pipes and all the, water lines and everything like that through the house so that it flows and goes where it needs to go. Then you have somebody, how are we going to light up the place? Oh, now you need somebody who specializes in electricity. Somebody had to come up with the idea of electricity running through the house in order for us to even flick a switch and turn on a light, or for power to surge through the house. Okay, well, how are we going to keep the wind and all that stuff from outside? We need to, put concrete, drywall, wood beams, all that, concrete slab, everything. Again, my point is that in order for a house to be built, somewhere down the line, somebody came up with different concepts individually in which they had to come together to make this one product sustainable and livable for the average or above average human being. So my point is that do not feel that what you are thinking or what you know, any idea that you have in your mind is a dumb idea or whatever. If it was put in your heart, you need to start. That's all I'm gonna say. If it was put in your heart, you need to start. It's your boy Qwest Kidd. Thank you for tuning in to Qwest Kidd Unplugged. Remember, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, like, share, and also the Rapper Realtor. Follow that on all platforms. Oh, also I'm gonna be starting a Patreon subscription, all that for y'all to get some exclusive content. Thank you again for watching. Until the next time, holla at your boy. We out. Yeet. Let's go.
Flag in the air, let's go. Mood, I don't have any care, let's go. You have now entered my red light district. See all this green in the air, let's go. Crazy ants, I ain't rich yet. Yacht to keep me afloat. Me like how you grind upon me. Yeah, you know what's next, so let's go.